I would have these grand mal seizures just convulsing on the ground. And I had this for about a year and a half. We went to all of these doctors, and no one could really figure out why. So I was on these medications that made me drowsy. Now, my mom reached out to him. His name was Michael Tamora. Back in these days, it was cassette tapes.
Right.
So you get to ask him two questions. And my
Yeah.
dad is this mechanical engineer, complete skeptic. So
Yeah.
he writes down 100 questions and he picks his favorite two. Just like, I'm going to prove this guy's a fraud. Just like,
Yeah.
these are my favorite two.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to ask.
Yeah.
So we wait 2 weeks to get the recording in the mail because he does the healing, records it, and then sends it in the mail.
Okay.
Um,
Since the recording of the reading. Okay.
and so they get it back. And what Michael saw was I was channeling beings without bodies,
Yeah.
just awarenesses. And the physical body is just low frequency, big wavelength. And they were
Mhm.
this fast frequency, short wavelength, and it was short circuiting the systems.
Yeah.
So when I was four, he, not even on a call or verbally communicated, told me to put a stop sign at the edge of my energy field, my
Yeah.
aura, and said,
Yeah.
hey, this is my space. You're not welcome in here. So they're listening to this, and they heard me say that the last couple weeks, but they thought I was just being like a 4-year-old boy with my imagination. So they didn't even
Yeah.
think about it at the time until they listened to it. And in addition to answering my dad's two questions, Michael answered every single one of those questions, all 100 that he did not ask
That
in
he
the
didn't get.
recording.
Yeah. Yeah.
And since then, I've never had a seizure again.
Amazing. Yeah. What a healing you received.
Yeah.
And how impactful to learn those really spiritual tools for having psychic boundaries, right? To just be able to say, nope, those beings don't belong in my body right now. I don't need to channel all of that. And that really shifted the whole experience of having seizures. It's beautiful and profound. I'm so glad you had a connection to Michael so that you wouldn't have to continue to suffer from the seizures and really not be able to address the underlying cause. You know, there's a lot of medications that people take for seizures that can maybe mitigate the symptoms, but like you said, it just makes you drowsy and it's not really dealing with the underlying psychic cause on a spirit level, what's going on. So, how else have you experienced life differently, would you say? It's not like you had a before and after, right? A lot of people who
Oh,
learn psychic tools, they have this before and after, but you might have a comparison with just other people your age or how they're navigating life.
so
What differences do you notice?
this is really cool. Yeah. Mm.
You're not the effect of that. You're just really living your life from an empowered place, no matter what the circumstances. Yeah, and that's really unique and powerful. So you work as a healer, massage therapist. What kinds of experiences have you had that you'd like to share related to
Mm.
using the spiritual awareness tools that you've grown up using in that context of working with other people and sharing these tools?
Well, what I love about massage
Mhm.
is I can touch base with the wholeness of the person. I'm really good at the clinical, physical manipulation of the fascia, muscles, the nerves. And it's amazing, just with 2 years of schooling, the scope of the body that I could touch base on.
Yeah.
But I'm also able to touch base on the mental, the emotional, the spiritual, just the wholeness of the person. And for me, I have found a checklist of 3 things. And if I can have these 3 things, healing happens. The first one is compassion,
Mhm.
being kind to both yourself and everyone involved.
Yeah.
And that's forgiveness, being able to be forgiving to everyone involved. other than taking away the judging and just all of these things that separate us. If we could be kind and accept in a heartfelt way, that's where a lot of healing comes from. Having amusement, because massage therapy, everyone will
Yeah.
tell you the deepest, darkest, and trauma dump on you. And
Yeah.
if you match it with sympathy, you're not going to help anyone. You're just meeting them where they're at, and misery loves company.
Yes.
But if you can be amused and enjoy the good, the bad, the beautiful, the ugly, then they'll either stay where they're at or they'll come up to you and they won't be as much of a victim or reacting to it. They'll be
Right.
able to laugh a little bit, relax, let that tension go, and match you, and
Yeah.
they will start to respond and deal with it.
Yes.
And it's beautiful. And the third and
So
the final way
yeah.
is I've learned as a healer, as a massage therapist, that I can't fix the body, I can't solve anyone else's problems. So if you can't fix it or solve it, you gotta have neutrality.
Mhm.
Be able to just have
Functionality,
it
yes.
as it is. And if you
Yes.
get your clients to be able to have it and just experience the pain and tension, the grief, whatever they're dealing with, without trying to fix it, solve it, change it, fight it, then just this, all of the stress and muscle tension just starts to release. So,
Mhm.
neutrality, kindness, and amusement. If you could have
Yes.
those three things, whatever you're doing, then it's just gonna make the condition so much better.
Right, because letting go is not a doing, it's the opposite. It's just letting it be. So I don't resist it. And if I do resist it, I laugh about that and let go of the resistance.
So, I grew up with dogs, and
Hmm.
with my massage clients, I'm teaching the exact same thing. The first lesson is drop it.
Yeah.
And once they are able to let it go, things could start moving and not be as stagnant or as tense. If we could
Yes.
let those knots go in the shoulder, then you'll be more grateful. And it's the same with the pain and the invalidation. As soon as you could let it go, things will start to release and relax.
Yeah. And it's really helpful for people to be aware of what makes them hold on, right? Because letting go is simple. It's easy. It's a not putting your energy into something. But it seems difficult when you've had your energy in that thing, holding on to it for so long. It's either become an ingrained pattern of holding on to that to the point where you don't even notice anymore. It's just part of you. And then there can be fear in letting it go because it's become part of you, right? It's become part of your identity or part of what's familiar and safe feeling, even if it's painful. So that letting go is really creating space for safety and trust. So there's no fear.
That
Fear is
is
really what makes us hold on.